Well, welcome back. And in this story titled Vayasa Tailam. Tailam means oil. Vayasaha. Vayasaha means crow. In the picture, you can see a crow is sitting on the branch of a tree. Vayasa Tailam. You might have seen I saw like this in my school days time. The people who are forest dwellers, they just camp in forest and after some time they camp in nearby city or villages and they sell some of the oils made from forest animals like that. And they make some handicrafts also. They sell and make some money. They stay in city or village outside. They put some tents and all. They live some time and they don't sit in one place. They just entirely pack their house, their family. They move from place to place. They are called Lombardi, like that. I don't see nowadays such type of people, but still we have such people. Now they are employed in instead of those, they are doing some this plaster of Paris works or some clay works like that. They are doing. We can see that even today. Nowadays also I see in the place Mysore where I stay. So this Tailam, Vayasa Tailam, like that. At that time I used to see some different Tailam and different animal jewels like that. Yeah, oil, an oil made of Vayasa, like that. Meaning of the story. Sahasradhikavarshabhyaha purvam. Thousands of years back, Avanti Rajyam Anupavarma Nama Raja Palayati Sma. A kingdom in the name of Avanti Rajya, Avanti country, Anupavarma. A king in the name of Anupavarma, he was ruling. Tasya asthane kaschana jyotishakaha api asit. And in his assembly, some jyotishikaha, means astrologer, was there. Saha pratidinam ushakkale snanartham nadim gatva nadyam snatva pratyagachyati sma. So that saha, kaha, jyotishikaha, pratidinam, every day, ushakkale, in the morning time, that is during the dawn period, that is called ushakkale. Pratah means after sun rising. That is Pratah before some 8 o'clock, after sunrise. When the sunshine is not so severe, that is Pratah Ushak means before sun rising and the night has gone. So that a light shade of sun is there. Sun has not yet risen. That is morning dawn. That is called Ushakkala, the Sandhya time. Snanartham Nadim Gatva. For taking bath every day, this Jyotishakaha goes to the river. Nadyam Snatva Pratyagachyati Sma. And he takes bath and returns back. Nadi Gamana Marge Kinchana Amrodhyanam Asit. And while going to that Nadi, in that route, in that path, Nadi Gamana Margaha means the path to go towards that river. Kinchana Amra Udyanam. Amra means mango. Udyanam means garden. It's like a mango garden. Like that was there. Kadachit snanam samapya jyotishikaha griham gachan asit. Once he was going back to his house after completing the bath. Tada Amrodhyane Amravrikshyasya Shakhayam Upavishtaha Kaschana Kakkaha Jyotishikasya Upari Vishtham Apatayat. So when he was returning back after taking bath, tada, at that time, so we saw in the picture, Amrodhyane Amravrikshyasya Shakhayam, on the branch of the mango tree, Upavishtaha Kaschana Kakkaha, some crow which was seated there, Jyotishikasya Upari, on Jyotisha, Vishtha. Vishtha means the bad droppings, birds' droppings. that is called Vishta. Vishtam apatayat. It just dropped. Etena jyotishikasya kopaha agataha. And because of that, see, he became dirty now. He just took bath and he was going back to home to do the morning this Vaidika karma. And now he is dirtied by the cross dropping. So he became angry. Saha kopena pratiknyam kritavan. So angrily he made a vow yet that na kevalam vishtam patitavantam apitu samagram kakakulam eva nashayishyami iti. Not only this crow which did dropping on me, the entire kakakulam, the entire family of the crows, aham nashayishyami, I will destroy, like that. Pratigna Puranartham Kaschana Avakashaha api tena praptaha. And to complete his vow, he got some opportunity also. Sacha evam. And that was like this. Rajnyaha prasadam paritaha sthitasya durgasya samipe. So Durgaha means fort. Rajnyaha prasadam paritaha sthitasya durgasya samipe. Near the fort on the king's building or bhavanam, the king's palace, because in earlier king's period the entire city used to be within the fort. The king's assembly, king's palace, king's residential area, so many markets, so many people, everything was within that fort. Kashchana vriddaha kutiram nirmaya nivasati sma. So outside the port, somebody, some vriddaha means old person. Kutiram nirmaya means making some hut. He was living. Saha kadachit angane dhanyam prasarya rakshanartham upavishtavan asit. So in the house front yard, angana means that front yard, dhanyam prasarya, spreading the grains, rakshanartham, and to protect that grains. Otherwise, so many birds will come and eat that. He was sitting there, upavishtavan asi. Vriddaha upavishtaha eva madhye madhye nidram prapnoti sma. And naturally, he is a old person and sitting on that house front yard. Every now and then he used to get sleep also. Vriddaha yada nidram prapnoti tada kaschana gardabaha agatya dhanyam khadati sma. When this old man, he became asleep, at that time, kaschana gardabaha. Gardabaha means donkey. Agatya dhanyam khadati sma. So it came and ate that grains. Jagaritaha vriddaha tam gardabham duram preshayati sma. And when the old man gets woken up, he just duram preshayati means he drives away that donkey. Evam dvitrivaram pravrittam. Like that, 3 times it happened. Dvitravaram means 2-3 times. Varam means times. Ekavaram, one time. Varam, many times. Dvitravaram, 2-3 times. Tathapi Gardabha Chaturthavaram agatya dhanyam akhadat. Even then, the donkey came fourth time, Chaturthavaram, fourth time, and it ate that grains. Yeshaha varakaha Gardabaha samyak dandaniyaha iti nishchitya vriddaha vinashabdam gatva Gardabham grahitavan. Varakaha means something like rude. This bloody fellow, like that we say, like that. This Varakaha means bloody fellow, like that the meaning. This bloody donkey, like that. Samyak dandaniyaha. Well, it is to be punished. Idinishchitya. So thinking so, vriddaha vinashaptam gatva. Silently he went and Gardabham grahitavan. He caught hold of that donkey. Rajva tam parshve baddhavan. Rajjuhu. Rajjuhu means rope. Rajva, by rope, Parshve Baddhavan. Kam Tam Gardabham Parshve Baddhavan. He tied that donkey nearby. Anantaram Talapatrani Tailena Ardrikritya Gardabhasya Puche Baddhavan. Talapatrani means that is Talavrikshaha, means it is a tree. I don't know the English name for that. It is a worshipped tree. Two trees, many trees are worshipped in Indian culture. That banyan tree is also worshipped. And talapatra. Talapatra is another type of tree which is worshipped. Almost in every village you will find a talapatra tree and a neem tree and some Ganapati and some small construction, a small temple like that. And it is a general belief that if you go around in the morning after taking bath, the ladies will get children like that. So that dried leaves of that tree, Tailena Ardri Kritya, wetting it by oil, Gardabhasya Puche Baddhavan. He tied all those leaves which are dried and Tailena Ardri Kritya means making it wet by oil. He tied in the pucha. Pucha means in the tail of that Gardabha. Tataha Agnim Samyoja Gardabham Bandhavimuktam Kritava. And he Agnim Sanyoja means putting fire. That is the meaning. Sanyoja means to join, to fuse. Like in English, we say to fuse, to weld, like that. That is called Sanyoja. Sanyoja, what he did, Agni. You can imagine the donkey's tail is tied with dry leaves and which is full of oil, so it can burn. Gardabham Bandha Vimuktam. Vimuktam means free. Bandha means arrested. Bandha Vimuktam. Because he tied, so now he released the Gardabha after putting fire on in the tail. Puche yojitam agnim drishtva bhitaha Gardabha mati bhrantaha iva yutastataha adhavat. So, seeing the fire on the tail, Mati Bhrantaha, it totally confused, lost its mind, Bhitaha, and out of fear also, Gardabaha, Itastataha, Adhavat. So, the donkey ran here and there. Sarvatra Dhavan Saha Gajashalam Pravishat. Everywhere, running here and there. Sarvatra dhavan, running here and there everywhere. Gajashalam pravishat. Pravishati latlakara, present tense. Pravishat langlakara, past tense. Gajashala. Gajashala means the king where he used to keep all the elephants. The shed where like a cow shed where cows are kept. Goshala is a cow shed. Gajashala where elephants are kept. It entered there. Kshanamatrena Gajashala Agnina Grastha Jata. And within short time, because for the elephants to eat, so much of dry grass and other materials used to be there. So totally they all got fired. Agnim drishtva digbhrantaha gajaha uchaihi ghing kurvan itastataha dhavitavantaha. Ghing kurvantaha means elephants making sound like that. The sounds of elephant, the elephant whenever they get angry, they make sound. That sound is called Ghinkaram. So, Ghinkurvantaha Gajaha, all the elephants, Digbhrantaha, directionless, Uchaihi means loudly making noise. So, Itastataha Dhavitavantaha. They ran helter shelter. Gajashalataha nirgatya marge api kechana gajaha dhavitavantaha. And coming out of that elephant shed, some elephants came on road and they started running. Kechana cha agnina dagdha kayaha abhavan. Dagdha means burnt. Kayaha means body. Dagdhakayaha means that fire injury with fire burnings on their body. Some elephants became like that. Jananam madhye gajanam dhavanatah rajadhanyam mahan kolalaha utpannaha. So, because of the elephants running on the humans' living place in the capital, so much of kolahala, so much of noise and other pandemonium, like that in English, confusion, sounds, it happened. Tavata hastipakaha yatam आकस्मिक घटनां ज्ञात्वा गजशाला समीपं गत्वा गजान् गृहीत्वा बद्धवन्तः. Tavata, by that time, so when the incident happened, Hastipakaha means the Mahut, one who controls the elephant. Those people, Yatam Akasmika Ghatanam Nyatva. Akasmika means unexpected. Ghatana means incidents. So, knowing these unexpected incidents, accidents, whatever happened, Gajashala Samipam Gatva Gajan Grihitva Baddhavantaha. They went to that elephant shed and they caught hold of the elephant and tied them. Ghantanantaram kolahalaha shantaha. After some 2 hours, the life came to normalcy. Kolahalaha shantaha means life came to normalcy. Like that you can say. Gajavaidyaha vranitanam gajanam chikitsam kritavantaha. And the elephant doctor, that there are some special doctors for elephant, cows, and horses. They are all mentioned in different shastra of Sanskrit. Because during the king period, they have to manage these things. So, Gajavaidyaha, it is, nowadays we call veterinary doctor. So, like that, Gajavaidyaha, Vrenitanam Gajanam, of the injured elephants, Chikitsam Kritavantaha. They did the treatment. Vividhani Tailani Sajjikritya Lepitavantaha. And various oils that they prepared and they ointed on the body. Tathapi dahat jataha vranaha na upashantaha. Even then, they made so many oils, medicinal value oils. This dahat jataha vranaha. Dahaha, dahanam means to burn. Dahat, by burns, from that burnings, whatever vrinaha, the injuries, it did not upashantaha, it did not cool down, or it did not solve, or it did not cure. Even though the elephant doctors tried very medicinal oils, the injury of the burnt elephant did not cure. Like that we have to understand. Jyotishicaha yatadrisham samayameva pratikshamaanaha asit. And that astrologer was waiting for such type of opportunity only. Saha Rajasamipam Gatva Uktavan. So he went to Raja and told, Prabhu, Samanyena Tailena Gajanam Branaha na upashamyanti. By ordinary oil, the injury of the elephants will not be cured. Tadartham kakana medasa vayasa tailam jasajji karaniyam. For that, tadartham, for to cure the injured elephants, kakanam medasa. Medas means the mamsa or that the muscles or something. Vayasa tailam sajji karaniyam. That crow's oil is to be prepared. Agni jataha gajavranaha vayasa tailena kevalam shamyati natu anyena iti. And the fire injuries of the elephants get cured only by that crow oil, not by anything else like that. He just want to take revenge on that entire crow family. So he said like that. Raja etasmin vachane vishvasitavan. Naturally, we all believe in the words of the astrologer. So the king believed. Saha tasmineva dine sa dindima ghosham vartam prasaritavan. So the Saha, Kaha Raja, Tasmineva Dine, on that very day when this astrologer told, that the elephants can be cured only by crow's oil on the very same day. Sa dindima gosham. Gosham means announcement. Dindima means drum. Sa dindima gosham. Dindima goshena saha. So sapurvapada karma dharaya samasa. Sa dindima gosham. With the drum beating, vartam prasaritavan. He made an announcement. Like nowadays, we are announcing news on radio and TV. Yet that, janaihi kakaha grahitavyaha. By the people, the crows are to be caught. Raja prasadam prati anetavyaha cha. And they are to be brought to the king's palace. Kaka grihitre prati kakam ekam tamrananakam diyate iti. Kaka grihitre, for those crow catchers. Grihita, grihitri is the shabda, rikaranta shabda, like kartri, this datri, like that, rikaranta shabda, grihitri. So grihita, grihitara, grihitaraha. Grihitre means chaturthi vibhakti ekavachanam. Kaka grihitre, for the crow catcher. Pratikakam, for each and every crow, ekam tamrananakam diyate. One brass coin is to be given, or brass coin shall be given. Yetam vartam shrutva deshe sarve kakan grihitum udyuktaha abhavan. So having heard this news, everybody in the city, in the kingdom, they started trying to catch, because they get money by catching. Sahasrashaha kakaha janaihi grahitaha. Thousands of crows were caught by the people. Raja prasada samipe vishalam pancharam nirmitam. And a very big, vishalam means very wide, big. Pancharam, pancharam means cage. Raja prasada samipe. Rajnyaha prasadaha raja prasadam. Tat samipe, raja prasadasya samipe. So this is Samastapadam. Tasmin, in that area near to the king's palace, a very huge cage was nirmitam, established or installed. Tatra te kakaha stapitaha. And all the crows which were caught by the people, they were placed there. Kakarajaha kakanam yetam duravastham drishtva khinnaha. And the king of the crows, in animals also, there is a leader. If you see the animals which are living in groups, you find a leader. So that is called Raja. So Kakarajaha, the king of the crows, Kakanam yetam duravastham drishtva khinnaha. He was very sad by looking at this pitiful condition. Duravastha, dur avastha, duravastha. So this pitiful condition. Khinnaha, he was sad. Kaschit manavaha aviveki ityataha yesha duravastha iti jnatavan saha. And the king of the crow, saha kaha, kakarajaha, the king of the crow, kaschit manavaha aviveki ityataha. Some humans are unwise because of that. Yesha duravastha iti jnatavan. This pitiful condition for us happened because of some unwise person. Etadartham manavanam rajnyaha darshanam eva varam iti alochya kakarajaha rajaprasadam gatavan. So the king of the crows, it felt that it is better to meet the king, because we are all, our people are caught up because of some of the unwise person, like that. Tasamaye, at that time, Rajasabha Prachalanti Asid. So the assembly proceedings were going on when the king of the crow went to the assembly. Kakarajaha Vegena Sabham Pravishya Simhasanasya Upari Upavishat. So the king of the crows, which want to meet the king and present the problem, Vegena Sabham Pravishya, quickly entering the assembly, सिंहासनस्य उपरि उपाविशत्. उपविशति लट्लकारः, उपाविशत् लङ्लकारः, past tense. So it sat on the that throne. That throne is where the king sit. काकस्य हठात् प्रवेशं सिंहासनस्य उपरि उपवेशनं च दृष्ट्वा दिग्भ्रान्ताः रक्षकभटाः काकं गृहीतुं मारयितुं च उद्युक्ताः. So the soldiers, the guards, by seeing this particular crow, king of that crow, which is sitting on that throne, and it is not going. So they tried to catch or kill like that. They were about to do. Tada, at that time, Kakarajaha Arthaswarena. So the king of the crow, Arthaswara. Arthaswara means in a very uh, trembling voice, in a very pitiful voice, Hey Maharaja, Rakshatu Mam, O king, please protect me. Rakshatu Mam, please protect me. Iti Manava Bhashaya Avadat. Like that in human language, Manava Bhasha, human language, Manava Bhashaya, Taya, by that language. Manavanam Bhasha, Manava Bhasha, Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa, Taya, by that. It told Avadat Langlakaraha. काकमुखात् आगतं मानववचनं श्रुत्वा आश्चर्यचकितः राजा नेत्रसंकेतेन भटान् दूरं प्रेषितवान्. And the king got wonderstruck by the crow speaking in human's voice and language, and he just gestured the soldiers to go away. Kakarajaha Manava Bhashaya Rajanam Avadat. And the king of the crow, it told in human language to the king, Hey Maharaja, O king, Mama Vachanam Shantataya Shrutva. Having heard my words in a cool mind, Shantataya means coolly. Sara Saratam Vicharya, Sara Asara, Sara Sara. That quality of having Sara Sara, Sara Sarata. Tam, that Vicharya. I mean, examining that pros and cons. So in English we say, having weighed the pros and cons. So the pros and cons of my words, whatever I'm going to say, that in a cool way, by listening coolly to what I'm going to say and weighing the pros and cons, bhavane yathochitam nirnayatu, you decide accordingly which is better, like that. Raja anyavachane kadapi vishwasam na kuriyat. Raja, the king, anyavachane. Anyavachanam ni anyanam vachane. Believing in the words of other. Kadapi vishwasam na kuriyat. The king shall never believe in the words of others. So it is giving the Raja Dharma. The king of the crow is giving some Raja Dharma. Sara Sarata Prathamam Chintaniya. The pros and cons are to be first thought. Avicharya Kritam Karyam Bahunam Dukkhasya Karanam Bhavet. Avicharya means without thinking, without weighing pros and cons. Kritam Karyam, whatever act done. Bahunam Dukkhasya Karanam Bhavet. It shall be the reason for many people's problem or worries. भवतः आस्थानस्य ज्योतिषकः काकमेधसा गजव्रणं दूरीकरोमि इति उक्तवान् खलु. Your assembly astrologer told that by that medicine he is going to prepare using kaka, he is going to remove the injuries of the elephant, Vastutastu kaka sharire medaha eva na bhavati. Actually, that medas is Medaha means that marrow, what we say bone marrow. So by the bone marrow, bone marrow means what? The kaka is to be caught, it is to be killed, and everything is to be removed. The bone is to be taken, it is to be broken, and the bone marrow is to be taken. So that is Medasaha. मेधसः सकारान्त शब्दः, सो मेधः। वस्तुतः तु काकशरीरे मेधः एव न भवति। एक्चुअली इन द क्रो देयर इज नो बोन मैरो। एवं स्थिते मेधसः तैलस्य सज्जीकरणं कथं शक्येत? When there is no bone marrow in a crow, how can you make the oil of bone marrow? How is it possible? Okay. तैलस्य सज्जीकरणं कथं शक्येत? How is it possible? भवत् आस्थान ज्योतिषिकः भवदास्थान ज्योतिषिकः मिथ्यावादी। मिथ्या means false. Vadi means one who says. Vadin nakaranda shabda. So mithyavadi. The astrologer who is in your assembly is a liar. Tada Raja Prishtava. Then the king asked, Kakanam sharire medaha kimartham na bhavati iti. Why there is no marrow in the crows? पौष्टिका पौष्टिक आहार पौष्टिकाहारस्य सेवनेन खलु शरीरे मेदः वर्धते। वर्धते means grows. Pushti means strong, strength, like that. The quality of having strength, that is paushti. So from the word pushti, paushti came. So this is taddidanta shabdaha. Paustika aharaha. Very nutritious food. Paustika aharasya sevanena khalu. By eating the very nutritious food, sharire medaha vardhate khalu. Means this marrow grows in our body, you know. That is same thing with our humans also. If we are not eating nutritious food, then the bone marrow will not be of good, healthy nature, and it reflects in our body in many reasons. Because the bone marrow is having the main uh, uh, energy for our body. The blood preparation is happening from bone marrow. Even so many immunity we get from bone marrow, like that. What we say that there is a cell, that master cell, that also comes from bone marrow. Like काकाः तु मानवेभ्यः भीताः सन्तः कष्टेन आहारं प्राप्नुवन्ति. But the crows, fearing from the humans, very with much difficulty, it gets some food. अल्पः आहारः किं मेधः जनयेत्? That little bit of food, will it create this marrow? Sarvatha na kalu. Never it is possible, you know. Yeshaha jyotishikaha क्षुल्लकेन कारणेन काकान् द्विषन् काककुलस्य नाशं प्रतिज्ञाय इदानीं मिथ्यावचनेन भवन्तं वञ्जयित्वा पैशाच्य तृप्तिम् अनुभवन् अस्ति इति उक्त्वा काकराजः पूर्वतन घटनां राजानं निवेदितवान्. It's a lengthy sentence. एषः ज्योतिषिकः, this astrologer, क्षुल्लकेन कारणेन. Kshulakaha means some revenge, some rude. Kshulakena karanena. So here we can take that revengeful attitude or revengeful reason. Kakane dvishan, dveshaha. Dvesha means showing enmity. Dvishan means doing the act of showing enmity to those crows. Kakakulasya nasham pratiknyaya, and taking a vow to entirely wipe off these crows creatures. Idanim mithyavachanena, now with a lie, bhavantam vanchayitva, cheating you, paishacha triptim anubhavan. Pishachaha means ghost. Paishacha means Pishachasya Bhavaha Paishachyam. The person having the qualities of ghost, Paishacha Triptim Anubhavan. So the ghost normally feels satisfaction by disturbing others like that. We believe. So Paishasha Triptim Anubhavan, Kaha, that Jyotishi Kaha, feeling the satisfaction of killing the entire family of crows like a ghost, telling lie to you and cheating you, like that, Uktua, the Kakarajaha. So the king of the crows telling like this to the king, Purvatana Ghatanam, the earlier incidents that when he was coming after taking bath, one of the crow that it dropped its body like that, Rajanam Niveditavan. He informed the king. Yetena Ragni Vivekaha Uditaha. By this, by the explanation of the king of the crow, in the and the Raja Dharma, he that the king of the crow told, a king should never listen to the words of others. A king should never impulsively act without weighing pros and cons. These two are very important qualities. So, Rajni in the king, Saptami Ekavachanam, Vivekaha Uditaha, he got wisdom. Bandhane Stapitan Sarvan Kakane, Bandha Vimuktan Kritva. And releasing all the crows which was kept in the cage, Raja Niyamam Kritavan. And the king made rule yet that Deshe Kenapi Kakaha na Maraniyaha iti. By no one, no crow is to be killed. Like that, he made a rule. Mithyavadinam kakadveshinam jyotishikam padavitaha chavitavan. Saha, kaha Raja. That Raja, Mithyavadinam kakadveshinam jyotishikam. That Jyotishakaha, who is a liar and who is having a jealous or who is hating that crows, padavitaha, from the post. Padavi means post. Padavitaha, from the post of that assembly astrologer. Chavitavan means he removed him. He made him to slip away. Chuta Chavita. He made him to slip away from that. Like nowadays, when we find after getting employed that so and so entered the department with a forged document or wrong information, then he can be removed from services. So he was removed from the services. Itah param Raja Bhavane Pratidinam Gonimitam Dhanyam Kakebhyaha Arpaniyam iti Adhikarinaha Ajnapitavan Saha. And not only that, he made one more order. Itah param, hereafter, Raja Bhavane, in the king's palace, Pratidhinam, every day, Goni mitam. Goni means a gunny bag full. Dhanyam, that grains and all. Kakebhyaha arpaniyam. It is to be, the crows are to be fed a bag full of grains every day, like that. Adhikarinaha ajnapitavan saha. So he ordered the officers. You can see in the picture a bag full of grains they are giving to the crows. Kakakulam rakshitam bhavata. By you, the crow family is protected. Tadartham kritaknyaha vayam. For that, we are very much grateful and we are very much indebted. Iti, like that, Rajanam Uktva, telling to the king, Rajnyaha Anugnyam Prapya, and taking the permission of the king. This is one of the ethic. When you are going away from someone with whom you are meeting, you should take their permission to leave, like that. Kakarajaha tataha santoshena nirgatavan. The king of that crow, it went away from there happily. Even though it looks like a children's story, but it is not children's story. It is an adult story. So you get some dvesha bhava, and because of that, indirectly you try to harm those people. And for to do that, You tell lie and you cheat even your officers, your king, like that. But at the same time, the affected person can meet the right person. They can make their side clear. They can put forth their argument and they can win the heart also. Like that, so many things we can learn from such a story. Hope you liked reading the story with me, and I will come up with some other new story. Take care. Bye bye.